Welcome to the Most Definitely Music Show, hosted by your boy Kai Gilkey from the west side of Atlanta, but coming from the wonderful paradise of Tampa, Florida. And I wanted to let you all know that this show coming up is going to be one that you won't forget. And this show was created because of the love for conversation and debates when it comes to music. And those are endless. Off the Wall or Thriller? Biggie or Tupac? Who is the best of a generation? Who influenced who? We don't have the right answers or even the wrong ones. It's just about the conversation. This is most definitely a music show. I gotta close the window when I record because Tampa don't know how to act. Because you know why? We gotta put in work. Put in work. Just like ASAP Ferg would say, baby. Because now we are back at work. MDM is back on your listening waves, your car, your phone, whatever the hell you want to listen to when it comes to podcasts, music, audio, whatever you listen to. MDM is back, the Most Definitely Music Show. That's right, MDM. Not like Britt Baker with DMD. Shout out to Britt Baker and AEW as well. But MDM is back on your airwaves. And it, once again, is your man, your homie, your boy, KG. And it's so good to be back here, be able to give you another wonderful episode of the Most Definitely Music Show. And as you always know, we are here to be able to come and talk about one of the best things in this entire physical realm, this amazing universe we call music. I know it's been a good little while since we had a new episode. Last time we had some new episodes, actually an original episode was actually 2022. Yeah. Now, the last time it was in the spring. Last time we had an original episode. And the last episodes that you heard that we released for this past season were from earlier in 2022. And that was a great episode to be able to record with my family and my friends. And again, big shout out again to my brother Jahi, my boy Jeremy, Beneth, Maya, and Jeremy's amazing wife, Shy. Thank you all again for being on the episode and being able to have such a great time with everyone in the studio when we recorded that back in August of last year. But a lot of things have changed with MDM. Again, new season here to be able to talk to you about, again, this thing called music. A lot of things have come and gone and passed and grown since then, including myself. And it's actually amazing to be able to be back on here recording on a new mic. Finally got a great new mic to be able to record on. And shout out to my brother Sais, who was able to give this as a gift. So thank you again. And we're going to keep growing this podcast the way that we only know how to, into the best that it can be. And a lot of things I've done music-wise, in terms of going out to live events and being able to see so many artists. And that's been one of the best things that I've been really happy to see is since the pandemic has ended to an extent, however you look at it, artists have been getting back on the roads. They've been able to get back in front of their fans and see people physically now. And it's so amazing to be able to see that again because I'm a big concert goer. If you don't know me, I love going to concerts. I try to put everything down to a science when it comes to going out to a concert, when it comes to how I'm going to buy the tickets, what the tickets are going to cost, the seats, the how where to sit and stage and everything, where all that stuff is, like the logistics of the stage, VIP packages, all that stuff. I'm very big on that. So for me, I've been so fortunate to be able to go to a plethora of events ever since the artist started going back on tour and being able to be in front of fans, whether it was limited or even full crowds. I mean, even just more recently, some of the shows that I've been able to attend, not even just recently, was actually Blink 182, the Rock Legends. So it was with the original lineup, seeing Travis, Mark, and Tom all together back for a reunion tour. First time in years. Got to recently see Paramore as they are on their North American tour, and they were in Orlando when I got a chance to see them. The 98 Rock Fest, which is the big rock station here in Tampa, Florida, they had Breaking Benjamin as their headliner, and I even got a chance to see History. The first time I got to see my brother Jahi perform his first festival appearance. It was amazing to see, and I'm so proud of him for being able to get on the stage and be able to show everybody what fruit music is all about and be able to give that energy that he wants to give to the people and the talent that he has. So it was amazing to be able to watch him perform in front of a crowd of people for the first time like that, and that size of a crowd. And with that, we're actually going to have some more shows that will be coming here in Tampa, and I'm going to go see a bunch of them. We've got 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, and Wiz Khalifa are coming. Fall Out Boy is going to be coming. Post Malone is supposed to be here. Disturbed, SZA is going to be here for her leg of her tour. Pink will be here later on this fall. A lot of great artists, and then there's some other shows that are going to be happening in other places, like back home in Atlanta. There's going to be Shine Down. Drake's going to be in town. And even the big one, well, Music Midtown is going to be coming as well as one of the big festivals that's in Atlanta. And then you're going to have the One Music Fest. It's one of the festivals that I've been going to for the last almost 8-9 years now. First time I got a chance to go, Nas and Kendrick Lamar, when To Pimp a Butterfly was out. That was the first time I got to go. And it was an amazing experience. It's amazing to see how they've grown all the way from their beginnings into where they are now, and having big parks and places to be able to host a festival. This year they're going to have it at Piedmont Park for this year. And what's actually really dope about it is that some of the headliners are going to be amazing. Like, they got Kendrick Lamar, which is actually funny. He's going to be back at One Music Fest since he performed back in, if I probably think it's 2014, if I'm correct. So he's going to be performing, and then he's going to have a legend with him. He's going to have Janet Jackson, who's going to be on the stage as well. Mega Stallions is going to be another one of the headliners. Brent Faiyaz, Bryson Tiller, Kodak Black, Fab, Jadakiss. And they're supposed to have an actual 50 years of hip-hop celebration, because that's the big thing going on for this year, celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. So Nelly, KRS-One, Killer Mike, Waka Flocka, 8 Ball and MJG, DJ Quick, Uncle Luke, Big Daddy Kane, Goody Mob, Trina, Project Pat. Like, the list just goes on. They say they're going to have more. They're going to have some surprise guests. So, hey, look, I actually am excited for this actual lineup. It's actually a solid lineup. I have to admit that, and I definitely look forward to making my way back home to Atlanta to go see the fest. And what's actually funny about that is, with festivals, one of the things that started piquing my brain a lot more has been the business of festivals and concerts and live events. And because of everybody getting back out on the road, and of course, with people being able to come back outside and be able to see concerts again, there's that nasty little word that keeps getting thrown around a lot more, whether it's the news and society: inflation. And because of so, inflation has really affected I would say the experience, the concert goers' experience of being able to go and attend these events. That's been one of you see basically a lot of ticket prices that have been rising. And because of the inflation of ticket prices to go see your favorite artist, of course, depending on who it is, now it costs even more for you to go see an artist. I mean, you got some concerts that are costing just to get in, to get at the top, nosebleeds, as people like to say. Is some artists are charging $150. Some are charging $200. Depends on who they are, and it's insane. Just to be able to go see your favorite artist for just 3 hours out of your life, maybe even four, depending on what it is, but 4 hours, at least 4 hours, to go see your favorite artist, that experience can be worth up to hundreds of dollars. And I have to admit, as much as I can understand the art, it's tough to be able to agree with it. As an artist, yes, they do have to make their money. It's a business. You have to be able to pay back those expenses, the road costs, all those different things, all the things that go into it. Managers, tour people who set up, the artists themselves. But man, can it really affect the pockets of can it affect the pockets of the people who want to come and see? Which brings me like with One Music Fest, one of the things that I got a chance to experience was the VIP tickets back in 2018. Got a chance to do that. Went with Maya, who was on the podcast previously on many occasions. And back then, I think we actually paid about $200 to $300 for the VIP 2-day event, which actually isn't bad. And of course, now years have passed. It's been about 5 years since that, and now the ticket prices for One Music Fest are close to $700. It's insane. I mean, it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I understand, especially with the lineup that I read over to you. And one of the big things, they're going to be in Piedmont Park, which is kind of like it's basically our biggest park in Atlanta. Which, like I said, is a big step up for the festival. But to go and have to pay $700 for 2 days is wild. This is just what I feel. It's still a lot of money. And one of the things about paying prices when you're going to events is justifying that investment that those people are going to make, whether that is the cost of travel, hotels, wanting to eat. And that's not even including the ticket price to be able to go and enjoy the events. It's been an insane process of how tickets have increased. And not even with that, it's also become a lot, I won't say harder, but it can be difficult to even try to get tickets to those favorite artists of yours, all because of technology. As the internet grows, all the different ways to be able to get tickets and everything has changed. You have people who can use bots to be able to get into pre-sales, even when the tickets go on sale. But most of the time on pre-sales, that's one of the best ways for the consumer to buy their tickets ahead of the general public. But because of how the nature of the industry has gone, just from a ticket scalping, all that, now you have people who use bots to buy tickets, get them faster than the human eye or the human hand can be able to get when they're in those pre-sales, and even when they go on general public, and then buy those tickets and then go and relist and put them back on the market for double and even triple the price, depending on what the demand is for it, which can really deter somebody from wanting to even go and attend the event. Because of things like that, and even the sites being able to host those events, which basically is Ticketmaster, Access Tickets, AXS. There's other ticket providers out there, but the main two are going to be Ticketmaster, number one, Live Nation, and Access. And with Ticketmaster, they host a plethora of the artists to tour in their arenas that they manage or operate to an extent, with their ticketing systems. And it's really giving people a hell of a time on the websites. So you might have, just for example, you've had the Beyonce and then really more the Taylor Swift fiascos that have happened. Basically, just the gist of that, the pre-sales went up for Taylor Swift's The Eras tour that she's doing, her stadium tour she's been on. And when they went on sale, one, the traffic crashed Ticketmaster. So people were basically in their own hell trying to buy tickets, those Swiftie fans. But then at the same time, once you get in there again, you have those people who have bots go online, buy a bunch of those tickets up, and then next thing they're resold. And now what once was probably $98 to $100 with the fees now costs $170, maybe even $300, depending on what it is. And a lot of those things really deter a lot of fans from wanting to buy tickets and believe in the ticketing system, believing in the system of concerts, really, because they feel like it fails them. It's a ripoff. They can't be able to go see their tickets, to go see their fans. Their artists for the right price. Actually, what's funny about it is that from a podcast that happened in April, the Bob Lefsetz's podcast, they had the Ticketmaster CEO Michael Rapino on there, and he basically discussed about what's going on in regards to the ticket industry. He's there, really more Live Nation. He's Live Nation, well, basically Ticketmaster CEO, and he addressed the things that happened with the Taylor Swift incident. How the government was even saying they were looking at how things were going to go with the Beyonce pre-sales for her stadium tour. The Cure, one of the biggest rock acts in the last 40 years, who they've been going back on their tour to be able to go see their fans. And The Cure really hates the experience that their fans have had to be able to buy their tickets and see them. So basically this isn't just a consumer issue. It's even an artist issue to an extent on how things go. But it's actually interesting because with the CEO of Live Nation and Ticketmaster, he talked about when it came to tickets, basically, and how they come up with the convenience fees. Basically, how the convenience fees and the ticket prices, the regular standard ticket prices, are a combination of the artist, the facility that they tour at, and Ticketmaster themselves. And it's funny how some people feel like they are getting scammed by Ticketmaster and everything, but he basically was telling everyone that even with the artists being able to go on tour and see people and fans want to be able to see them, it's also a thing of having to remember that their art is special. People have put a high value on their art, just like how they do when you go to museums and see different things. And while they feel like they want ticketing to be accessible, they still want to be able to still do what's best for business as well, and also what the artist is going to feel as well. It's really interesting to really see. He talked about how 80% of the ticket fees go to the actual venue rather than Ticketmaster. And then also about how they've had to deal with all these different changes in the industry as well in regards to tickets and being able to do what's best for the artists while also being able to deliver a great experience for those fans who do decide to buy tickets. But at the end of the day, still, it's really tough because for someone like me who's worked in ticketing, whether it was, even if it was sports ticketing, I've seen a lot of things where it can be disheartening to a fan who doesn't get a chance to see their favorite artist, who doesn't get a chance to see their favorite team, all because it's out of their price book. And that goes also not just for like someone like me or even a regular fan. That could be for families. There's a lot of families who want to take their kids. There's sons, daughters who want to take their fathers and mothers, respectively, to these events. So maybe go see artists themselves to be able to enjoy it together. And even there's those people who might want to go by themselves and go and enjoy the show or an event as well. I do that a lot just for context. But it can be tough when your pockets are having to be stretched thin just so you can be able to see those artists or see those teams or whomever it is, whatever special event it is. And I really think that there has to be changes. While yes, understanding that this is a business, there has to be changes so the industry can be able to not only prosper, but also the fans can be able to have the experience of a lifetime without having to feel like I have to make decisions on not being able to go see somebody, or I just gotta keep working and just living life without being able to go do the things they want to. Now, don't get me wrong. People are going to go and see whatever the hell they want to go see. People value entertainment a whole lot. I'm not saying the industry is going to die at all. What I'm saying is it can be a harder decision just because of the price that is put on these tickets. And it doesn't matter where your location is. It could be a casino show. It could be someplace in Vegas. It could be someplace in the middle of Des Moines, Iowa. You want to go see your favorite artist, whoever it is. And even even though different markets make a difference in how much you're going to get charged, it's still about the value of the tickets, the value of the experience, the value of seeing that artist for the first, the second, the 30th time, whatever it is. And you want to make sure that it's not just a catering to a top percenter who can be able to go see your show. But again, I do understand that it's a business at the end of the day. You have to make money, you have to make profit, and you can't lowball anybody. I just think that there's got to be more ways to be able to meet in the middle from the consumer and from the artist or whomever it is experience to be able to enjoy this. So whatever it is that you value, whether it's basketball, whether it's music, whether it is art, whatever the case may be, and you want to go see an event and be able to go see something that you really truly love, you want to sing your heart out, you want to jump up and down, you want to be able to scream at the top of your lungs, believe me, I'm with you on that. And I understand how it can be, and especially the way things are going with the economy, how it can be an up and down. You're trying to make sure you have enough money for yourself and then be able to go enjoy yourself. So believe me, I hear you. KG hears you, he sees you, and he knows what it's like. So I hope and I want for the industry to change, to be able to give their consumer the opportunity to go see whomever they want to be able to see on a nightly, a daily, weekly, monthly basis, whatever the case may be. Whenever they go on tour, whenever a season begins, I hope that that can be able to change. And with that, just make sure when you're going out and you're also purchasing tickets, make sure that you're buying from actual legit sites. If it was me, just to let you know, some little insights, do not be buying on some of these other third-party platforms that don't have any affiliation to the actual arena. I will tell you this, if you are buying from a StubHub or a TickPick or anything like that that's not Ticketmaster, or unless they say it's a licensed marketplace, then you're basically on your own. Since most of these places are operated and owned, well, I would say owned, but basically operated by Ticketmaster, make sure you buy your resale through Ticketmaster. And if you do decide to buy through a third party, make sure that it is a good ticket. Most of these places have done a great job, but if you really got to go through a third party, I would like to tell you that StubHub is still a good one, even though I just mentioned them before. You just won't have, if you do buy a ticket, it's going to be a little hard for you to gain customer service in case anything happens for your event. Unless, again, places like I've seen from the New Orleans Pelicans, they use StubHub as their actual ticket provider. So that's something you'll be able to do. And the MLB also uses StubHub as their official secondary marketplace. But if you're using like the TickPicks, the StubHubs, or any other third party, Game Time, whatever the case may be, just know that you're going to be asked out if you have any issues and you're trying to go to the arena box office. Don't do that. Just buy through Ticketmaster. As much as I hate the fees as well, just go through there. It'll give you a way easier opportunity to get into the event. But don't get me wrong, I bought a lot of stuff on StubHub and other places. So you can still use it. It sounds like I'm going back and forth, but again, like I said, just be cautious of where you go. Third party vendors to go buy from, I would say StubHub and SeatGeek and TickPick are good ones, are really the main ones that I like to buy from a third party vendor. And then of course, you just buy straight from the source, which would be Ticketmaster or Access Tickets. And with that, I hope that wherever you may go this year for your event, for your concert, wherever it is, hey, enjoy yourself. Make sure that you take all the pictures. Also enjoy the moment. Don't record everything on your phone. Enjoy the moment as well. It's a great experience. You paid all this money to see it. Yes, record some of it, but let your eyes see it. See it through your own eyes. I will tell you that. It's a great thing to be able to do. But wherever you go to go see your experience, hey, enjoy it and love it, and make sure that whatever you do, have fun. Have a lot of fun. And with that, I'm going to say adios. This is the end of the Most Definitely Music Show's episode here for my spiel on the ticket game. And again, if you want to be able to see us, you want to be able to see more of MDM, you want to be able to listen to us, check us out on all streaming platforms at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever. You can be able to go onto our Instagram page at Most Definitely Music. Go on to Most Definitely Music on Instagram, and you can be able to click the link in our bio to be able to check all the platforms that we are on. And also, give us a follow. Hey, we always want to be able to present more music news, be able to talk about more about the debates and the different topics that are going to be happening in music. So believe me, take a follow. Remember to listen to us and subscribe and even rate the show. Let us give us any feedback that you have. We would love to be able to learn more on how we can make this podcast become better, because that's our goal, to become one of the best podcasts out there, and also be able to provide the best topics and music, debate, everything for you so you can be able to hear it. So again, this is your boy KG for MDM. Remember, we are the voice of a new generation and bringing it to your airwaves. Again, Most Definitely Music is back, and we will be back very, very soon. Au revoir, adios, good night, goodbye.